Experts family.
Hey guys, we are so excited to be with you today. Kelsey and Paul here with Flippin Experts, and we just kind of want to share some wisdom and maybe give you some tools and motivation to help you succeed or even get started, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of the people that we see trying to get started in real estate investing, whether it's rentals, it's wholesaling, it's fixing and flipping houses, and we do all of those. I think the number one mistake we see is that first step, right? Mm-hmm. That commitment, that taking the dive, the all in. And we'll see people month after month after month, and we're like, hey, how's it going? Did you get your first deal? Are you on your fifth deal? Where are you at? What's going? And they're like, right? They do that, and you know it's coming. They don't have to say anything. And they're like, well, I got busy at work, or, my family this, or, this happened. But it's always something. We know things come up, but when it's every month, it's been a year now, you still haven't done your first deal. So today, Kelsey and I just want to share with you, how do you actually get started and actually do it? Not just, hey, here's 5 rules that will make you get your first deal. Like, that doesn't work, okay? We know that, or else you would already have your first deal or your 5th deal or your 10th deal, or you've been doing it for 5 years. So let's walk through, Kelsey, how can we help them not have that very first hurdle? What do you think the first step that they have to have is?
So I think the first thing is you have to want it. And when I say want it, I don't mean like, oh yeah, it'd be nice if I had that Ferrari or that swimming pool or the beautiful house. You have to want it deep down in your heart, and you have to know the why behind what you want.
Right. I mean, because why? Because when it gets tough, right? When it's 10 o'clock at night and you have to do the research so you can make those phone calls the next day, what's the why? What is making you make those phone calls? What is making you do the research at 10 o'clock at night that normally it's just easier to crawl into bed, right? And go to sleep or to watch TV. And the why is behind it. Is it because you want a better life? Mm-hmm. And what does that mean? Is it, I want more money? Hey, it can be anything you want to be.
More time with family.
More time with family. That was one of ours, right? It was, I want more time with my family and less time working my butt off and working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Maybe it's, I want to travel more. We love traveling. We're getting ready actually to go on a trip right now in a couple of days. But that was one of our things. What's it for you? I want my kids to have an education. I want to be able to pay for something and not put it on a credit card. I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job anymore. I'm tired of working for somebody else, Paul. I want my own business where I control my own destiny. Okay, boom. That's your why. You just nailed it, okay? So what do? You write that down. You say, why do I want this? And the first thing is want, right? How bad do you want it? Why do you want it? Write it down. That's the first step. Mm-hmm. Because when things get tough, and they're going to get tough, you can blame COVID. You can blame the stock market. You can blame the economy. You can blame the president. But nobody cares about that, right? What do they care about? Are you successful? Did you get the deal? Are you providing for your family? Are you heading closer to your dreams? They don't care about excuses. Nobody cares about excuses. They look at success. So the first step, I love that. It's you got to want it and know why.
Know your why. Also, because nobody wants things to be lukewarm. The why is your fire. It's the thing that's going to keep you going and propelling forward. So know your why.
That's very good. I love that. So number 2, this is huge, and I see a lot of people make this mistake, is you have to train for it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have to want it, and now you got to train for it. And what we see a lot of people do is they want it really bad, and they try to jump in and do it. They try to jump to number 3 and do it, and they don't know how to do it, right? They've never trained. They don't know anything about it. They heard something. They saw a video. They saw this flipper do this and make 80 grand, but they don't know how he did it.
Mm-hmm. And think of an Olympian athlete. They don't just dive in and win the gold medal. They have a whole team surrounding them. So they've trained. They've got coaches who are helping them, propelling them forward. There's so many steps to getting what you want.
Yeah, and when you want it that bad, like we said, number 1, your coach doesn't have to be around. You're going to be, if you're an athlete and you're a swimmer, you're in the pool when nobody's around. Okay? If you're selling real estate, buying and selling real estate, you're doing work while everybody's sleeping. That's just that's the want that makes you train hard. And how do you train hard, Kelsey? Like, what are some of your thoughts? I know for me, it was like buying somebody's course. It was going to a seminar, or we actually hired a coach, right, to help take us to the next level. Like, hey, if we're doing 100 deals, I need somebody that's doing 500 deals to show me how to get there. So like, to me, those are some of the things. What are some other things for you, maybe?
Well, you have to learn in person too. You need that hands-on experience. So if you can get an internship, take the internship. Maybe you're not getting paid for it, but you're getting the knowledge, which is invaluable in the end.
And Kelsey, that's how I started. I trained under someone for a year. And I found him. I saw him doing real estate. I kind of looked at what they had, he was driving a nice Mercedes. He lived on the water. Like, those things aren't important to me, but that does show success, right? The fruits of success. I said, okay. And I actually went and met with him in his office. And I said, dude, I want to know what you're doing. I want to see what you're doing. And of course, he's skeptical because he's like, I don't want to tell you all my secrets. And I said, dude, I will clean your toilets. I will file your paperwork. I'll clean the office. I'll do whatever you tell me to do for a year. Just let me be there when you're buying deals, putting deals together, going through a renovation, and just let me learn. And you know what? It took multiple times of me asking, but that's how I got my foot in the door. And he actually sold me my very first deal. So that is so smart. What you were saying is, it's great to self-educate and go to conferences and all these things, but even the more personal, like find a coach, find a mentor, do an internship, that's huge. And don't worry about if you get paid or not, because you're getting paid with knowledge, okay? Understand that. Those little things you learn, if you just take a couple things that you learn from him, you know how much money that's going to make you year after year? It's massive. So that's step number 2, okay? Step 1 was what? Want it. You got to want it with everything in you, or don't do it, okay? Number 2 is what? Train for it. Train hard for it. Go to seminars, all these different things. Just do it all in. You got to train. And then what?
You have to go get it.
You have to go get it. That's number 3. Go get it. You can't go get it till you trained. You're not going to the Olympics as a swimmer unless you trained, qualified, and then you go to the Olympics, right? So now we're at go get it. What do you love about go get it? What does that mean to you, Kelsey?
So that's when you actually have the goals, but you're taking the action to put them in place. You know you want it, you train how to do it, and you're ready to jump out and make it happen.
That's what I love. I love just get after it. There's no excuses. There's no reason for it. You're all in. I love the story of, I can't remember this guy's name, but they went and they took an island, and the commander that was in charge of conquering this island, he said, okay, we're going to conquer this island. And then when they got to the island to conquer it, he burned all their ships so they couldn't leave unless they conquered the island. Look it up. I promise you it's real. I'm not making it up, but I can't remember the guy's name who did it. But literally, they landed on the island. He burned all the boats so they couldn't leave until they conquered this island. And then they took their boats and they were able to leave. How awesome is that? Is that all in? Is that getting it? That is getting it. Don't be lukewarm. I think you nailed it the best, Kelsey. You said nobody wants lukewarm. I get so many texts. Maybe next month, Paul. Maybe I'll get you a deal next month, Paul. Maybe I'll this. And that's lukewarm. And after a while, it gets annoying. And it's like, dude, get on fire. Like, if you really have a high want and you've really trained for it, you just got to get out there. You got to get in the grit. And guess what? You might fail. I said it.
Dun, dun, dun.
You might make a mistake. That's okay. Hopefully you eliminated a lot of those mistakes with your training, right? Your online courses and coaching and all that. But if you make a mistake, guess what? I promise you, you'll learn from it and you'll never make it again. I promise you, I've made a lot of mistakes. We make mistakes every day. Believe it or not, we've been in this for years, and you're always going to come across something. You're always going to let something slip. You're going to make a mistake. It's like, yep, mess that up. But guess what? I'm still getting it. I'm not giving up. We're still after it. So, guys.
And don't be afraid or embarrassed by mistakes, because that means that you're actually in it and doing it. And that's a great first step.
Ooh, come on. How many people get ashamed of a mistake or they try to hide it? I mean, I'm not saying put it out there for everybody to see. But guys, don't be ashamed of it. Like she said, that means you're taking the step. That means you're moving forward. That means you're crushing it. Okay? Guess what? If you're making a mistake, you probably already got the deal, right? And you made the mistake in the deal. Or guess what? When you're making the offer or you're trying to get the deal and you make a mistake, you won't make it on the next one. So you learned, right? That's awesome. That's a win. Tell me an entrepreneur who's worth anything, who's made over $1 billion that hasn't made mistakes. Can you name one for me? How about $1 million? We've all made them. Be encouraged. Lift yourself back up and say, dude, I have the want. I have the training. I just got to keep getting it. And guess what? If I keep getting it, one time it's going to pop. And that's all I need. And then that one time pops, and then you get that momentum, and you're like, oh, I got this, man. Oh, I can do it again. And you can do it again and again and again. And before you know it, it's normal. It's a habit. It's a routine. And you're out there crushing it. So I hope that encouraged you guys today. I hope maybe that helped you take the first step. And if there's any way Kelsey and I can help you, we're here for you. Our company's name is Flippin, no G, Flippin Experts. And guys, follow us on social media. Go check out our website. We actually have 30 days of free training for anybody that wants it. We don't want nothing from you. No money, no commitment. Here's 30 days free training. Go check out our website, flippinexperts.com, to get your free training today. And you're going to do amazing things in this world. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.